Sources of energy. There are two types of energy sources. One is conventional source of energy, the other is non-conventional source of energy. The conventional source of energy which we are employing right now, mostly, they include fossil fuels like the coal and the petroleum or the petrol products. The non-conventional source, it includes solar cooker, solar cell panel, there are various. We'll be discussing about that. Conventional sources of energy. First is fossil fuels. And these are the fuels which are developed from fossils. What are these fossils? Billions years ago, the flora and fauna perished. And because of the temperature, humidity, pressure, these organisms, these flora and fauna, they have changed to fossils. They are present in limited amount. Only limited amount is there, so they are going to vanish sometime. And they are non-renewable source of energy. That means if you employ it or use it, we cannot regenerate it. And these fuels, they cause pollution. They release different type of oxides, and you might be aware of the acid rain. Because of this oxide, they mix in the air, and when the rain comes, they come along with this rain. They damage plants, animals, and houses. And excessive release of this carbon dioxide gas, which is a greenhouse gas, this is causing global warming. So the temperature of Earth the average temperature is increasing. The pollution by these fossil fuels can be controlled by increasing the efficiency of combustion process, and there are other techniques to get rid of or to escape the harmful gases. But still, they will create some or the other pollution agents, pollutants. Thermal power plants. And these thermal power plants, they are employed or used to generate electricity using heat. Here also, the burning of fossil fuels is done. This produces steam, and this steam, which in turn is used to turn the turbines, and then turbines will create the electricity. So this method helps in efficient transmission of electricity. Then hydropower plants. This is used to convert potential energy of water falling into electricity. So if a dam is built and the water is coming like this, and it has, because of the potential energy converted into kinetic energy, the turbines are placed here. So this falling water will rotate the turbines. So this potential energy is converted into kinetic energy, and kinetic energy is given to the turbines, and in turn we get electricity. So they are somewhat associated with the dams. They do not cause any pollution, so you are using the natural energy. Dam construction also prevents flooding of river, and they are source of irrigation, provide water for irrigation. But all is not good. There are disadvantages also. For a hydropower plant, there is a large area is required. Human settlement is always affected, and the ecosystem, the natural ecosystem there, will be either changed or destroyed. Biomass. What is biomass? The plants and animals, everything on earth which is living, either plants or animals, they are going to die sometime. So the dead remains of plants and animals are known as biomass. Wood produces biomass, and this can be used as a fuel for a long time. It produces smoke during burning wood, and it does not produce that much of heat. Charcoal. Now when wood is burned in limited supply of oxygen, wood will produce, that is, the charcoal is the product from wood. So it produces charcoal, and charcoal is somewhat better fuel than wood because the energy it is giving, or you can say it has high calorific value. The energy content is good. It does not produce smoke while burning. Cow dung produces a lot of smoke. The excreta of the animals like the cow, it does not completely burn, low calorific value, and after burning it produces a lot of ash. Biogas plants, we might have heard about that. They produce biogas. It's an excellent fuel. No residue is because when it burns, no residue is there. It has a very high heat capacity, and biogas plant is used to farm waste or energy crops. So whatever is the waste, or you can say the remaining or leftovers are being employed. They are being kept in certain environment, or you can say in the biogas plant, and treated, and the gas which is produced is then employed. So biogas plant consists of a large tank or digester where this wasted or remnants are being placed, and here the bacteria converts this organic waste into methane, right, using certain process, and this is how this methane can be employed for or it can be used as a fuel. Wind energy. Now, unequal heating of water bodies and land masses by the solar radiation, it generates the air movement, because you always know that heat transfers is always there. So unequal heating of water bodies and the land masses, it will create air movement, and this will cause the wind to blow from one side to another just to create equilibrium. So this energy is used to generate the electricity. Means if this is a windmill, air is blowing, so this windmill rotates, and there is all sorts of electrical and electronics combination here, and this will generate electricity. It is an eco-friendly method and efficient source of renewable energy, because this wind is going to blow anyways, but you need a large area, the place where the wind is at such speed, so that this the wheel could rotate, the windmill can rotate, and you need a lot of windmills, not just one or two is going to have to work for you. That is how wind energy can be harnessed. Non-conventional sources of energy. Solar energy. So this is, as we know, sun is the ultimate source of energy. So solar energy we get from sun. This is the ultimate source of energy. So there are various devices in the course of development. Various devices, different solar energy devices like the solar cooker, like the solar water, solar cells have been developed. So energy from sea, it comes from the surface waves and the tidal power, and this power can be, or this energy, this power can be converted from waves to kinetic energy of large bodies of moving water. This kinetic energy is produced by these waves, so this can be employed. So ocean water produces or provide large amount of this renewable energy that can be employed. Solar cooker, they use very less minimal fuel consumption. It is a device that uses directly the sunlight in order to cook or heat the food material and drinks. Solar cell, on the other hand, is electrical device that converts the light energy into electrical energy. So it is based on physical and chemical formula there. Geothermal energy. The energy from the rocks which are present inside the earth. Geo means earth, thermal means heat. It does not cause any pollution or economic, it has no, you can say, side effects. But there is a side effect, that is, you cannot say side effect, but it is not available everywhere. There are certain places where only geothermal energy can be harnessed. Nuclear energy. nuclear fission and fusion. This fusion is there. This helps in generation of nuclear energy, or the nuclear fission and nuclear fusion of the process when the atom breaks or combines, it releases a lot of energy. So fission involves splitting of heavy nucleus of a radioactive atom, and fusion occurs when a heavy nucleus is combined to release large amount of energy, and this energy is now being employed for the production of electricity. Then environmental consequences are there. What are these environmental consequences? No source of energy is pollution free. Means it will create some little bit. Some creates a lot of pollution, some may create very less pollution. They cause little or more pollution. If you see solar cells, they do not produce any pollution, but it sets up, or if you set it up, it may cause environmental damage. So there is always a trade-off. It entirely depends on the usage and the application where you are going to employ this.